Hey y'all, it's Caitlyn, and I have my friend Cody with me today. So, I have been wanting to make Cody in his, or popular opinion, in his Carnaged logo for a while just because I thought it'd be so fun to do. So this is essentially his Christmas present. Now, really quick, this is going to be the first video that goes up like this format. Basically, how these videos are going to work from now on, the custom videos, since I'm not doing voiceovers anymore. I'm going to introduce the pop or character or whatever that I'm doing. We're going to let the footage play, and then I'm going to come back afterwards and show you guys a bit more of a close-up of the pop, and also talk about some of the steps that you saw in the video, because I feel like some of it does need a bit more of a vocal explanation. I just hate doing voiceovers now. So with that in mind, the link to Popular Opinions YouTube channel will be in the description box below. Cody's an awesome guy, a good friend. He is hilarious. He puts a lot of work into his videos, way more than I do. So I definitely recommend him for that because I couldn't do it. Yeah, he works his butt off for his channel and for pretty much anything he does. I really respect him. He does his Wheel of Misfortune game nights, which I've been on before, and it's really awesome, all the stuff that he does. So and this was based off of his Carnage logo that he puts on his t-shirts and stuff. So the link to his channel will be in the description box below in case you all haven't seen him before. But without further ado, let's roll some of the footage. Okay, so we're back. That was probably an abrupt ending to the music because I haven't really figured out how to make it fade yet at the end to make it seem more seamless, but whatever. So back to Cody. So this is the Hulk pop. It's just the Hulk pop. I didn't use two different ones, even though the hair doesn't quite look right because, you know, obviously Hulk's hair isn't in a faux hawk like Cody's is most of the time. But I think it still works. So the only sculpting I did, I removed the tongue because the Carnage logo doesn't have a tongue coming out. And also the Hulk is barefoot, so I put some epoxy over to make it look like he's wearing shoes instead. Other than that, very, very easy on the sculpting. I will say one of the biggest gripes about doing this was the base coat, honestly. The base coat's the easiest thing. All you do is paint it white, right? The way I was holding this, because it's got all these little spiky... At first I was thinking about taking off the teeth on the Carnage, or on the Venom tentacles that was going all over where there was teeth. But I'm like, there's too many of them. I wouldn't be able to sand it down. I'm just going to keep them. And those things dug into my hands as I was holding this to put the base coat on. Like, I had a bruise on my fingertips the next day from just holding it every time I had to put that base coat on, but oh well. But yeah, it was easy to do technically. It was kind of difficult to draw out the parts that had to be yellow and blue. So I was looking at Cody's logo, trying to determine, because Cody's character here wears a red and blue outfit. So I was really trying to figure out which sections need to be yellow, which ones need to be blue, so I marked the spots with a Posca pen. And I know I'm probably going out of order than what was in the footage. I'm just doing it as I remember it. To try to get it colored, and then I went in with my tiny brushes to try to make it as symmetrical as possible. It's not quite, but I think it still gets the message across. His sunglasses, or glass, more likely, was made out of craft foam. It took me a while to get the lens right. I didn't want it to be the same shade of yellow as the costume, but as I was putting the chalk pastel on there, I was like, the orange doesn't work, and this is going to be a different shade after I put that chalk pastel on anyway, so I just made it the same color. The chalk pastel, very easy to use. When you want it to cover a wide range like this, I use a Q-tip. Makeup brushes would probably be best to use, honestly, because it applies the pastel similar to like they do makeup. Very subtle transitions. But I wanted it to pretty much be all over this thing, just to make it look a little bit more roughed up almost. So I used a Q-tip, went over all the outlines, pretty much wherever you would put shading on a character. So all the details on his chest, throughout the tentacles with the teeth, on the shoe, everything. And as I was putting the sealant on, which I don't think was in the footage, it spread, and that's what I was hoping for. It stayed concentrated in those areas, but it also spread out, like you can see in the head especially. This thing was pure white, and I only put the edges in chalk pastel, and now it's like this grayish color almost, and I think it looks fantastic. So his entire body and the Carnage side of his face has chalk pastel on it to give it that. It brings out the detail work, and again, it just makes it look more alive almost. And I am very thrilled about this, the way this turned out. It does need one more coat of sealant because I do see a couple spots I missed on the first couple go-arounds, which you probably need to put at least 2 to 3 coats of sealant on a pop anyway. But yeah, as soon as I do that and that dries, this is getting put in a box and shipped to South Carolina. So hopefully by the time this comes out, I am going to wait until Cody opens it if he hurries. I don't know. This might not be the first time you guys see a new custom video yet with the new format, because it just depends on how long it takes Cody to open this thing up. Hopefully he liked it. Yeah, I'm very proud of the way this came out. Honestly, I was having my doubts. In fact, there was a point where I was like, do I really even want to do it? But I am so glad I did. I think this came out awesome. I hope Cody likes it just as much as I do. And again, guys, Cody's link is going to be in the description box below. And by the way, a custom like this, not a lot of sculpting, not a lot of color. If you worked solely on this one project, something like this probably take you about 2 to 3 days, give or take. Again, if you were only working on this and you like waited for the paint to dry and then immediately put on another coat, probably about 2 or 3 days. And one day would basically, well, probably closer to 3 because it would take 1 day for the epoxy to harden. But yeah, just so you know. But anyway, again, I hope Cody likes it. Let me know what you guys think about this. Commissions are open, pretty much. They're pretty much open all year round until I say they're not. So in case you guys want any, just hit me up on Instagram. And again, go check out Cody because he's awesome. He's an awesome friend, awesome creator, and he puts a lot of heart and soul into what he does. So absolutely love him. Merry Christmas, Cody, and thank you all so much for watching. Remember, like always, it's community, not competition. I'll see y'all later. Bye.